Now you can ask from this, okay, you can ask after you explain how to do those things, right? I know this, the the student population, they know, right, most of the stuff, like starting a computer and shutting down the computer. Don't take that much of time, right? You can ask, right? How do you switch on their how do you switch on the computers? You can ask these questions from the students, and you can point out one student, like you can call by one student's name, right? And then you can ask these questions, and you also can use, take your phone, on your video, take your phone, and you can explain this, right? How to on your phone, right? And what happens when you on the phone, right? Okay, and okay, until you get to the home screen, which we refer as the desktop of the phone, right? Or in the entire procedure, you can explain using your phone, right? And then when it comes, right, see, in this presentation, like a flow chart, I have given the screenshot, right? I have given the flow process of on in the phone, right? So you can use this kind of a slide to explain how, right? Just like when you turn on the computer by pressing the power button on the computer, right? You have the power button on the phone, right? You can, right? I don't think that they don't know, right? But you can think that these children doesn't know anything, and you can explain the entire process of booting up a phone, right? Because the more important, like most important thing is you have to use this boot up process thing. You have to explain the boot up process thing, right? And then about the lock screen, password lock screen, right? If you have to say that if they, right, you have to explain the importance of the lock screen, right? Okay, and then you can explain the concept of the home screen, which is relevant, which is equivalent to the desktop of the computer, right? And in desktop, right, you have, in a desktop of the computer, you have a vast area when you compare with the phone home screen, right? But you can say that, okay, based on the relevancy, based on the grouping, you can have several layers of the home screen. You can explain using your phones, right? You can talk about the managing desktop icons, especially using the right main icons, this PC, control panel, recycle bin, then the internet browsers, right, the network icons. You have to explain those things, right, with their purposes, right, because it is there in the syllabus, right, curriculum guideline, as well as, right, now if the children doesn't have the laptops or computers, right, you have to make them understand about these common icons. What are icons? What is the use of the icon, right? And common icons that you can see on the mobile phones can be used as to compare the, as to teach these common icons on the desktop, right? So you can use this, right? Now here I have used this Android version. If someone has the Apple phones, right? If someone is using the Apple phones or like Windows phones or anything, right? Again, you don't have to have the screenshots of everything. You can use the Google for that, and then you can share, right? Okay. Then we are talking about the in the again, yeah, under the first step. This is about the first step. So how to manipulate a window, right? How to open a window, how to resize the window, right? How to close the windows, right? So in computer, right, using this kind of a screen, this kind of a, right, you can deliver how to do the opening a window. You can practically do it and show using a computer by screen sharing, or you can, if you are using your mobile phone, you can have the, you have to, right, you have to, as a teacher, you have to first and prepare whether you are using your phone or your computer. If you're using your phone, you have to have some kind of a pre-prepared plan to demonstrate the practical skills, how they can use the computer. Okay, how they can perform this skill using the computer, right? And how to do the same thing, then you can screen share, right? Or you can demonstrate, you can on your video and you can show how to, right? Now, for example, take you can explain that messaging, right? Messaging under the messaging or file, take the option of file downloads, right? Or files as a folder, right? And you can open that window and show, right? So you can open the apps, you can open the right, what are the different options, right? Then switching through the open apps, right? So if you are using, if using your mobile phone, if you can open many apps at the given time. So how to switch through, right? You can show it again based on the operating system, Android, okay, Android or Apple or, right, whatever, you can demonstrate using your phone. Then how to close the apps, how to move in the apps also can be done. Right now, here about the desktop and the third section is the desktop and manage. Under the desktop and managing files is managing files and the folders. Right? Okay. There is an outcome called demonstrating the hierarchical structures using the file option on the home screen. If you go to the lesson outcomes, you can say that, right? So how are we going to demonstrate the hierarchical structures? In your computer, you can open a folder, you can open the subfolders, and then you can show, right? Under the subfolder level, under the folders, we can save the files, right? And right, you can't save any, you can't create any folders under a file, right? Those concepts you can teach by using the computers, right? And also, right, you can show them, okay, you should, the teacher should be able to show them by selecting the file option on the home screen, right? So I have highlighted this file icon here, so you all to understand. You can use, okay, this is from the Android phone, right? Okay, so you can select this, file option, right? And then you can open it and show, right? What are the main levels of folders, main levels of storage, uh, storage areas. Okay, so then you can show it as, right, the first level of the hierarchical structure. And if you also can explain that only, right, you can have several sub levels under this main hierarchical structure, right? So here as you can see, right, under the phone option, if you click on the phone option, you can see the sub level, right? You can see the contents available under the phone option. And if you select there are options Android, Bluetooth and all, right? So if you want to see what are the files in this subfolder called documents, you can click on that and you can go, right? So okay, so like that you can teach them how to navigate through the different hierarchical levels of folders even using the mobile phone, right? This is about the hierarchical structure. And also, right, under the same unit, okay, you have to teach about how to create a folder, right? So folder creation can be easily done using the computer, right? That doesn't mean that you can't create folders, right, when you're using the mobile phones, right? So you can demonstrate these skills, right, by taking some example. You can practically show how to do that, right? So there is a new folder icon. If you go to a certain level, right, here even in this one you can see, right? Okay, so you can click on that icon, right? That may be different from your phone, right? Your phone to phone operating system, right? Okay, so you have to first, before you demonstrate before you deliver the lesson, please go and prepare yourself according to that. But like no matter whatever the operating system that you use, right, all these skills can be done. Right now, then you can show how to create a new folder. The facility is there, same as the creating of new folder under the when you're using the computer. Right, you have to select the new option, then you have to give a name, right, and then when you go to the location, you can see that folder appears, same icon, right. And also, okay, you can sort the files, right, sorting the folders. In computer also we have sorting by name, sorting by type, sorting by size, and the date creation. Here also you can do the sorting by using this sort by option. Select the folder, right, and then go to the sort by name, sort by options, right. By default you get the sort by name, and you can click show the different options available by click on this drop down arrow pointer, right. So sorting also can be delivered, right. And also, right, you can demonstrate the skills of manipulating files and folders, right. When you're talking about the manipulation of files and the folders, mainly we are talking about the copying, moving, deleting, and sharing, right. So okay, just like performing those things on the computer, you have to select the folder and you can select copy, move, delete from the bottom layer, right. Okay, now this is right. Okay, so here if you click on the more option, right, then you can see the details, right. More actions can be see, right. Okay, right, the moving. Okay, then we'll come to the next aspect of the folders, right. Once you delete a folder, similar to the computers, it will goes to the permanent deletion will not be happen first. It will goes to the recycle bin, right. So where are these recycle bins, right? We have to teach about the recycle bin, right. So when you go to the browse, right, you have the okay, when you open your files icon on the from the home screen, you have this recently deleted, right. There is a option given as recently deleted. This recently deleted is the same concept as the recycle bin that you have, right, on your computer. So using this recently deleted option, you can show them how to restore the files from the deletion or how to permanently delete, right. So you have this restore option and the delete option when you select a file, deleted folder or a file from the recently deleted, and from there how to delete permanently or how to get it back to the original place from the recycle bin, you can show the skill, right. Then also, okay, in this according to the Digital Citizen Plus curriculum under the lesson 2, unit 2, desktop and managing files, they talked about the creating an album, right. So we can ask them to write, so sorry, about the folder management, right. You can give them some practice exercise. You can ask to, for example, you can ask to create an album, right. You can give a name and for the album, right. You can give some sample pictures, right. You can share some sample pictures and you can ask the students to add those pictures to that album, right. And you can give the skill, right, tasks like copying the albums, moving the albums, renaming, right, and also delete the copied albums, right. Those kinds of through these kinds of activities, you can ask the children to practice those skills. Any questions from that? Lesson 2 especially, it has the practical skills. So if you have any doubts of delivering that, you better ask now before we move on to the word processing and the spreadsheet. Any questions? Silmia, I think they can ask, right, Silmia? They don't have to. Hello? No questions, so you all didn't get anything. That is that.
Teachers, you all can ask any questions.
Oh, otherwise just tell whether you understood or not, please.
Teachers, please speak up.
Tikshana, right? Tikshana, did you understand? Any question? You can use your own language, it's all right.
Yes, ma'am, I'm on the way actually. That's why I didn't ask anything.
Okay.
I think it is much clear for me.
Clear for you, right? Lakshani?
Because I'm on
Yes,
the way.
Sajiva, it's clear.
Sorry,
I'm not
Tikshana?
going to. Yeah.
Tikshana, yes?
Yeah. No, I'm not going to bother the meeting because I'm on the way. There are a lot of
Okay.
sounds.
Right, okay.
I have muted my mic because of that.
Okay. Lakshani, is
And
it clear?
I have listened to everything and it's clear for me.
It's clear, right, okay. Lakshani?
Okay, thanks.
Yes, Sajiva, it's clear. It's
Do you
okay.
think that you can deliver this lesson without any issue?
Yeah, without any issues, we can do. Yeah.
Subodhini?
Yes, madam, I don't have any doubts.
It's clear, right?
Yes.
Right, okay. I will share these presentations with Vatsala and Silmia. You all can get these presentations, this training presentation and the sample presentations, right? Vatsala and Silmia, I think you all can share, right, with them?
Yes, Sajiva, I can do that.
I share with you then.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, even those samples, if you can just share a PDF, then they also can work on it, no, Sajiva?
Yeah, Vatsala, I'll do
Because
that.
some of them are not actually, these are outside teachers, no?
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Right. Then also, in addition to this, the presentation material that I have shared with you all, right? So you all can use some of the some of the additional videos that you can download from the YouTube and all, right? And you can give the activities as I showed you all, right? And the more high priority, highest concentration is about the word processing and the spreadsheet skills, because we like we scared, like when we have to do something, like when you have to type some document and when you have to do the editing of the Excel sheet or anything, right? We always think that it's really tough to do it with phones, right? We can't use okay. So most of the people doesn't have that awareness that some, right? Okay, they think that they can't, like all the features available in the word processing packages or the spreadsheet packages are not available on the phone applications, right? Now first, right, so no, it can be done. Now after this presentation, I think you, right, some of you all may already know, right? After this presentation, others will also get to know about the facilities available under these, like under these office applications available on these phones, right? Okay, so if anyone has some doubts, like especially when we did the same training for, right, some other group. Okay, so one of the issues that they raised was, right, if they are using the Apple phones, right, then they don't have this Office installed in this, right, Office, they can't obtain the Office, right, because the Play Store is not there, right? So there are several, right, there are 3 different ways that they can get the Office application installed into your phones, right? So the 3 ways are, right, the option as option 1 I have given, you can install and you can use Office 365 from the Play Store, right? You have in the Android phones, you have the Play Store option. You can go to the, right, you can go and search Office 365, right, and then you have these, right? They have a list of Office applications. You can select whatever the suitable Office application, right? Now, Microsoft Office, it's better to select this Microsoft Office, Word, Excel, PowerPoint thing, and you can download and install in your phone. And then you will be getting this Office icon on your home, one of the home screen, right? From there, you can operate the Office application. Or else, you can use this Office word processing skill using the, you can use this word processor, which is available under as a Google service called Google Docs, right? Using the Google Docs also, you can do the same. All the features can be done. Otherwise, right, you can use the Office 365 web version. These students have their Accolade domain, right, to join to the teams. So these students who have the Accolade domain, okay, they can use their Accolade mail ID as the email to sign in and the password, right? So using that account, they can access the Office 365 from the web, right? So you can go and search, right? Office, you can go to Office 365 on the web browser and on the phone, and then you can go to the Office 365 from the office.com, and then the child can use even the teachers, if you get, when you get the Accolade domain email, you can use this Office 365 with the full access, right? Right. So any of the method you can use, even when you're talking about the Play Store, it is there, Microsoft Office, Word, Excel, PowerPoint. Again, if you are using an Apple phone, right, okay, you can use this. You can go to the App Store and you can get the same thing, right? So what are the things that we are going to learn, right, under word processing? The word processing lesson has been divided into 4 sections, 4 lessons, right? Creating and saving word processing documents, then editing word processing documents, formatting word processing documents, and printing word processing documents. To say around 99% of the outcomes can be delivered, right? Lesson outcomes can be delivered using this digital smartphone technology also, except for the printing, because printer can't connect it to the phone, but using the, right, there are other options available for printing. You can you can save as a PDF copy, and then you can do it, you can send it for the printer, okay? Right. So first, if you take the first skill set under the word processing, that is about the creating and the saving of the word processing documents, right? Creating and the saving of the word processing documents, right? So what are the things? You can demonstrate the main skills first using the computer, right? You know how to, you can demonstrate how to open the word processing application, how to close the word processing application, then how to create the template documents based on the templates, right? Then how to save the files, then how to switch between the open documents, right? Without any issue, you can demonstrate with using the computer. Right, that is for the children to get an idea, even though they don't have the computer with them, right? Then how to, okay, how to demonstrate the same skills, right, using the phone word processing application available on the phone. I will explain it, right? First, I'll just cover what are the things. Now, these outcomes, right, are already given in the textbook also. So in the skill set 2, it's all about the editing of the word processing documents, right? How to select the characters, words, lines, and all. Then how to change the contents, how to remove the characters, how to change the existing text, then copy, moving, then deleting, right? Undo and read, right? Okay. Right. Then formatting word processing documents, about the font settings, right? Font sizes, font types, bold, italic, underline settings, and superscript, subscript settings, right? This is more important for especially for them to make a document, right? Make an attractive document. These skills are really, really important. So we'll see how to demonstrate these skills using the phone, right? And if you when this is the last skill set to be covered under the word processing, and you can preview a document. You can show the number of you can preview the number of only specific some of the specific pages, right? Number of copy, okay. But only thing is you can't print, right? Using the Bluetooth technology, you can send the print, okay, Bluetooth or right. Wi-Fi Bluetooth technology, you can send the document to be printed, right? But if okay, just showing the skill is enough for this, right? Okay, so let me show you all, right? Right. You can see the screen, right? The other presentation, word processing. Can one of you confirm, please, whether you can see the word processing presentation?
Yes, I can see.
Yes. Okay. Right. So here I have done this presentation, right? Just to demonstrate how to deliver these skills, right? You can guide the students, okay? Steps. First step, as the first step, creating and in the first skill set is creating and saving word processing documents. So how to create a Word document using their phones, right? So if you are using the computer to demonstrate this skill about the word processing, right? So first you will teach, right, go to how to open the application. So here again, how to open the word processing application and how to create a new document, right? Okay, you are going to demonstrate. So most of the words that we used to perform, the words that we use to describe the functions of the word processing are same even you are using the computer phones, right? So you can explain them how to use the Office 365, right? Use it if they have installed that. Okay, if they have installed that Office application, then you can ask to double click on that Office application, and then you will get the second screen with a plus sign. Okay, so when you click on this plus sign, that is for the new file, it will pop up, right? What kind of file that you want to create, right? So you have to select the Word file there, right? And when you select the Word, right, it gives the options by scanning the text, right? By using the existing templates, create from the templates, right? Or creating a blank document. So if you, yeah, it's the same as when you're demonstrating how to create a new blank document using the computer, right? And then, right, how now this slide explains you if you are using the Google Docs, how to perform the same task, right? So same thing, same icon, right? So select the Google Docs, then the plus sign is there. Then you have two options, new document and the choose template. So document, if you want to create a document based on a template, you can demonstrate that the children have to select this. Otherwise, right, they have to use the new document. Okay. And this is using the Office 365 website, right? How to create a file, right? You can create this. Sorry, this is about the opening the document, right? You have the open icon when you open through the Office application, and you can select the location, right? Whether it's from this, if you are opening from the phone, right? You have to select. They have to select this device, okay? Just like if they are opening the file from the computer, they have to select this PC, and then they can go to the folder hierarchy like that. Here, when they click on the open folder, open file option, right, under the Word, Office 365, they have the option called this device. So when you go to this device, there are sublevels, the folders you can see. Ask the participants to select the folder that they save their file, right? And then, okay, they can see, they can navigate through the folder structures and they can finally get the Word document what they need to open, right? So basic navigation is just like the computer navigation. If you are using the Google Docs, again, right, you have the open folder, right? And from the, if you are using the Google Drive, right, you can select the Google Drive. Otherwise, if you are using the file from the phone, right, they can use this device storage and they can go to these documents, downloads and all those things, and same file can be opened by navigating. Right. Then how to create a new document, as I explained, right? Click on the new icon, then you have to select the type of the application. If it is Word, right, then they can select the Word icon and then go to the blank document and they will be getting a screen like this, right, where the document editor comes at the upper part with the toolbar, right, the short toolbar with the main text editing features, right. You can get more and more features, right. In the next couple of slides, I have explained it, right. So you can explain about the screen, right, the document part and the tools part, right. And the same thing can be done using the Google Docs also, right. So you all can see, right, or in all the features that we can do, most of the features that we can do using the computer, we can demonstrate using the computer. Again, using the phones, you can do it. Okay, right. Now, if you want to save a document under another name, in computer we call it as save as option, right? How to access save or how to select save or save as option, right? When you go to this, right, when you have a document, in the document window, you have this 3-dot symbol. When you click on this 3-dot symbol, you get the additional menus, right? So you have, if it is a blank document, you get this find, save as, read aloud, headings like that, you get some additional menu. So from this additional menu, you can select the save as, right? And again, you can select the location that you want to save the file, okay? And then you can, okay, give the name and save as. Even in the Google Docs, once you select the file, you have the 3 dots again, right? So by clicking on these 3 dots, you will get a menu. From there, you select the share and export. There you have this save as option. So save as can be done in both Google Docs and the Office 365 application. Right. Then how to edit the word processing documents in 365, right? So you can type whatever the, okay, now for example, in this document, I just created something called myself, right? Okay, and some word is there called book, right? So if you want to do some editing, when you say editing, right, you can copy paste, right? You have the option of copy paste, deletion, cut, right? So mainly when you click on the edit, you get these 3 basic features: cut, copy, and paste, right? So if you can select any of the options, right? And also you can select this, select all. You can select by clicking on this drop down arrow pointer. You can see the rest of the other commands as well, right? Okay, then you have the select all to select the entire, right? Document content, including the headings as well, right? Select all, right? And also here on the same menu, right? You have this undo, redo, the home ribbon, right? Home, most of the icons available on the desktop home ribbon are available under this as well, right? So you can demonstrate these skills, right, using your phone or use, right, and you can ask them also to do it practically while you are demonstrating. So undo, redo, and also you have this, right, editing option, right, cut, copy, paste option is there, right, in the Google Docs as well. Then about the formatting. When you talk about the formatting, we are talking about the font sizes, then font colors, right, then other formattings like paragraph spacing, line spacing, superscript, right, subscript. Okay, so whatever to do any of the things, right, what you have to do is you have to highlight the text area where you want to change the formatting, right, and then you using this, right, menu option, using this drop down arrow pointer comes here, right, you can click and you can see more options, right, under the selected ones, right. If you now here you can see the home ribbon, but if you want to go and see any other, right, under home ribbon, you have the font group, you have the paragraph group, right, just like the desktop application. When you click on these up and down arrow pointers, you can see the rest of the other ribbons as well, right. Using the features of these rest of the other ribbons, right, you can demonstrate the skills. Okay, so indentation, printing layout, line spacing, margins, right. So when you select the layout option, see view option, all the views are available. And when you select the layout option, you can go to the margins, orientation, the columns, right. The okay. Right. So right. Any questions? Any questions? Is it clear? Did you all try from? Can you all? Okay. Can you all just, because we have the time around another 50 minutes, right? So can you all just go to the take your phones and see whether you have this Office app, right? Download, installed on your phones, and can you all try to see whether you can access these features from your phones? Is it, or any questions that you all have? Do you all think that this is helpful? No one is talking, right? Hello? Aruna? Do you have any questions, Aruna?
No, no.
No.
Everything is clear.
Clear. So, Sharika?
No doubts.
No doubts, right? Okay. Others like Tikshana. Okay, Udara, what about you? Okay. Right. Then I move to the spreadsheets. Right. So in the spreadsheets also, right, again, there are five, the spreadsheet lesson has been divided into 5 sections, 5 lessons: create and save in the spreadsheet, editing spreadsheet, working with formulas, formatted spreadsheets, and printing spreadsheet, right? So if you all are clear about the, right, again, okay, I have given the instructions how to, if, right, once you download the Office 365 app for the word processing, no need to download it again because it has the, just like the Microsoft Office, it has, right? Okay, so from the Play Store, or you can use as a, you can use the Google Sheets as, right, the Sheets as a Google service for the for performing spreadsheets skills, right? Also, you can go to the use access the spreadsheet application using the Office 365. right? Okay, so when you take the lesson 4, sorry, the module 4 spreadsheet, the first lesson or the first skill set is about the creating and the saving the spreadsheets, right? It's similar to the handling of word processing skills, and editing contents and editing spreadsheets, right? Especially how to select a cell, how to enter a number, date, and text in a cell, how to select the range of cells, entire worksheet, edit, delete, right? And then how to work with the formulas, right? You can perform the formulas that you like here according to the Digital Citizen Plus curriculum. Only the main functions will be taught, right? So those functions can be easily done, right? Most of the functions available in the normal spreadsheet applications are available in this one as well, right? And also how to format the spreadsheets, like how to display the numbers with decimal places, you need number separators, font sizes and all, and then how to print the worksheet, right? Okay, right? So here, when it's come to the spreadsheet, how to access the spreadsheet, just like the docs, we can use the Office 365 app for that purpose, right? But in now you have to select Excel as the application name, and then you can select the blank workbook, right? So they are in the even in the desktop computer application, computer Excel application, we have to select the blank workbook, right? So here also you have to select the blank workbook. So those terms are same as the desktop version as well. So okay, so no difference. You can use the same terms, right? Then the students will be, when you are demonstrating using the computers also, then the students will be able to get more understanding about what are these terms as well, right? And also you can use the Google Sheet for that, right? In the when you are selecting the Google Sheet, okay, you will be coming to a screen which shows the recently opened files. And if you want to open an existing create a new file, you can click on this plus sign, and then you can go to a new sheet. Or in Office 365 also same, right? Just like the Office 365 app, you can use the online Office 365, and you can select Excel and select the blank workbook. How to create a new spreadsheet? You have to click on the plus sign. Again, using the news, you can create your own spreadsheet by selecting the new spreadsheet option. If you want to create based on a template, you can select choose template. Right. In Office 365, okay, save, right? In the Google Sheets also you can do the same thing. In Office 365, this is sorry. Then how to edit contents, right? You can show them, you can enter numbers, you can enter text, you can enter dates, different, because they are specifically given, right, to give an idea, right? Also, you can teach about the, okay, right? Then if you want to modify, you can access the menus by selecting the cell, right? You can access the menus by selecting a cell, and you have the home ribbon, right? Just like the word processing and word processor ribbon, right? You can click on these arrow pointers available under the ribbon name, available next to the ribbon name, and you can select the ribbon name, ribbon category that you want, and below the ribbon name you will be having the sub commands available under that ribbon, right? So right, then you can select the Okay, here, so what are the menus? Home ribbon is there, right? Bold, italic, underline, then strike through effects are there. Then if you select the borders, right, you can select the different borders from there. Borders, right? Aligning options can be selected, right? And then when you go to the formulas, if you select the as ribbon, if you select the formulas, right, you have the formula categories, auto sum, reasons, right? Finance, logical text, like that. Then again, when you come to the home ribbon, right, there are more options, merging and centering, rapid wrap text. So whatever the commands that we want, everything available under these different categories of ribbon, right? And if you want to select a cell range, right, okay, you can select the option of selecting a cell or cell range option, and you can, just like the name box of the spreadsheet application, right, desktop spreadsheet application, you have this select cell, you can access this select cell or range option, and you can give the range of cells that you want to highlight. You can manually highlight, right? Manually also you can click and drag and highlight, or else if you want to directly highlight, you can use this select cell or range option. You can right click and get that option, right? And then okay, you can give the name. In addition to that, you have the insert ribbon where you can insert the tables, right, the data from the pictures, right, okay, pictures, shapes, then the text boxes. Then also you have the draw ribbon where you can use the drawing tools, and you can, using the mouse or touchpad, you can draw on this shape, right? And then field handling. Now, okay, field handling, then data sorting. Under the data tab, you have the sorting option, right, filtering option, okay. Then also field handling can be done, right? So, so here, how to perform the field handling, right? That is also possible. In Excel or in desktop Excel, we have to highlight the first two cells, and then we have to click and drag, okay. Here also same, we have to first highlight the first two cells, and then you have to click and drag up to the cell point that you need, right? So field handling can be done for the numbers, month, names of the days, right? Months even can be done. Right? So spreadsheets, the formulas also same. Now here, now if you take the textbook of the Digital Citizen Plus, right? Mainly they are using the basic arithmetic operators. So you can give those basic arithmetic operators, right? Then the function, sum function, average, for those things also you can use in Google, right? Online using Office 365 or Google Sheet. Right? Okay. Right. Hope that is clear for you all. Because again, if I ask, right? Right. And then if you go to the last module, that is the communications module, right? There you cover, like, again, 5 aspects, how to search the web, that we do normally, right? The children may use to that, right? How to go to the, how to open the web browser, how to type a text to be searched, right? How to carry out the search function, how to select a link, hyperlink, right? How to navigate the navigate between different pages, right? That is the first part under the search in the web. And then managing the bookmarks, right? Using the mobile phones, the browser windows, browser application app available on the phone, you can do the same thing. Then, right? Then you have the manage search output, right? How to download files, how to save the files, how to copy and right, how to copy the text, images, URLs, right, and how to preview the pages. And this is about the email. Now for this email, you can use the Gmail application, or even using the even using the accolade.lk or Office 365, you can use the Outlook and show the features. You can demonstrate the features. Right? Again, to perform this activity, you can use the printed version of the course materials. Then presentations can be done. Okay, can be prepared with the presentations. Okay, and also you can give some hands-on activities for them to practice, right? In the mobile phone, right? So if you take, yeah, so right. So how to search for something, use the search engines, right? Okay, you can ask them to you can ask them to use any of the browser, and how to work with the tabs, how to copy the link text, how to copy the links, how to download in the link. These skills you can show, right? And also about the bookmarks and the history and download, right? Under the history and download, you have the bookmarks option. You can show the features that they have to learn using according to the curriculum guideline using this bookmark under this bookmarks option. Right here, you can create the bookmarks, you can remove the bookmarks, you can change the bookmarks, right? How to handle the bookmarks also can be done. Right. So those are the things mainly that you have to cover under the syllabus, right? According to the syllabus guideline, the 5 units. And also they can now, if you are talking about the completion, right? So there is an assignment that the children have to do, right? So you can, the children doesn't have to have a separate phone to perform this assignment, to do this assignment, right? Perform separate computer. Using the skills that they have learned in and demonstrated using the mobile phone, right? So this is the assignment that they have to do, right? There is an assessment, and the sample files are given, right? Some they have when they are doing the assessment, right? The instruction guidelines are given, so they have to use these 2 files called security file and the sales figures file. So you all will be provided those 2 files, sales figures and the security. They also you can share these 2 files with them, and they can open the security file and the sales figures file use in their phones, and they can perform the assessment. They can do the assessment, right? No one can come up with an excuse they can't do this assignment because they don't have a computer. They can do because now after you all taught them how to, about okay, sorry, after you all taught them about these skills, right? How to use the phone to do the word processing, to do the Excel, right? And how to do the communication skills, right? Then they can do this as well, right?